Hello, Princess. We are in South Miami. It was a beautiful day here in South Florida, but I don't know, maybe not so much. I decided to hop on the bike, tool about, and see what's going on. This is, I don't know, where I decided to stop first, maybe head over to the Grove, then Matheson hammock maybe, if I have time with the weather. We'll see. I'm also hungry. I thought about finding, okay, my goal was a food truck, but apparently we're over that here in Miami, and there aren't any, even though it is Saturday. I will try to rectify that somehow. Anyway, okay, you know what? One thing maybe I will talk about just a little bit is urban infrastructure. I know. Ooh, I'll make it fun, I promise. Yeah, I have been watching a lot of videos. I've been doing it for a long time, but from urbanists and planners or whatever. And they do talk about, you know, things like, you know, bikes and transit and roads and everything like that. And I don't know, I have, of course, my own commentary, which is the correct commentary. So I will skip to the end, which they never seem to do. They always get so close to identifying the actual problem, and then they just kind of gloss over it, and I don't understand this. So I'll probably talk about a few things, not today, but on other occasions. I'll just, like I said, skip to the end. The problem is incompetent bureaucrats. Yes, like the vast majority of all the problems that we face in life today, it is incompetent bureaucrats. So yeah, that's it. They're just stupid. We have stupid people running these agencies, which is why we cannot have nice things that are so incredibly obvious. Okay, I'm gonna swing by Sunset Place, see what's going on there. I don't expect to find a food truck, but who knows? Haven't been in there in a long time. I don't know if I can take the bike. I'm on the rad. So, I don't know. We'll get as close as we can. There was a kids' health festival going on. Never seen anything like this before. However, gives me a great opportunity to remind everybody, if you are a parent and you make your child wear a mask and it's not under threat of persecution, you are a terrible parent. The other side of Sunset Place, there are no stores open here. The escalators aren't even running. There was like not an Urban Outfitters or something like that lasted a long time, but yeah, even I think this was Buffalo Wild Wings is gone. LA Fitness is still here, but that's way over there where the IMAX used to be. That was a very long time ago. Still have not solved the current problem, which is food. I'm heading back toward the Grove, and well, it's just Sunset Drive. It's a reasonably popular street, and the only direct way to get from, well, there to South Miami. And if you're a pedestrian, you actually have two choices. There's a sidewalk on this side and a sidewalk on this side, but those are sidewalks. They are pedestrian paths. They are definitely not for bicycles. So the cyclists are left right here on Sunset Drive. And well, that answers one of the first questions. The reason, okay, all these urbanists, well, not all of them complain and whine, all right? Some of them do kind of get close to the point, but the reason that cyclists don't use the sidewalks is because, well, that is about like 2 feet wide, it seems. Or even riding on the road, there's no cycle lane here, is because they're kind of dangerous. Now, fortunately, I am on a relatively quick bike, so I can keep up with traffic. I'm not too worried about it. And the helmet is in back, it's just for the camera. So yes, reason number one, people don't ride bikes people don't ride bikes as much as they should, because the environment for bikes is dangerous. Not even a block past where I was. You see, this is not a bicycle capable path. It is probably okay for pedestrians, but it is very narrow, it is overgrown. And yeah, you don't want to come through here at any speed because you'll just end up hitting the foliage. Not very fun. And literally across the street on the other pedestrian path is this lovely obstacle that you definitely do not want to hit at any speed. Well, okay, at a very slow speed, I suppose, but yeah, it's not fun either way. Yeah, that means the road is the best maintained path here. And we are finally off the incredibly dangerous Sunset Drive. Barely made it through with my life. Ah, those cursed bureaucrats. Here we are on Commodore Trail, which is mostly a very nice bicycle and walking path. This goes from, actually, this does go from the Grove all the way down to Red Road, where Old Cutler meets Red Road. And as you can see, it is nice and wide. It is fairly, we're getting to that, well maintained. It goes around the trees, and it is a very nice, enjoyable ride. We have been here several times, Anyway, however, while this opened with great fanfare a few years ago, after years of construction, yeah, it's not exactly what I would call, well, I'll just show you. There's places like this and this. Yeah, it's broken up by tree roots. It is very uncomfortable, and they're pretty, well, you know, there's a good 4 inches of relief on some of these, which makes them, well, kind of dangerous depending on, well, your riding skill, what kind of bike you have, and, well, whether or not you hold on or can hold on. So, the problem with this is it's more than just they're not being maintained. I don't think this has ever received any maintenance since this trail opened all those years ago. The thing is, if they can't maintain this trail in this neighborhood with all of the taxes paid around here, then what do we expect for, let's just say, more affordable areas? I mean, seriously, you know, the schools get more money if the tax base is higher. If the sidewalks can't be treated that way, then I don't know. What can we expect for, you know, areas that aren't, you know, Coconut Grove and Old Cutler and Pinecrest, even Palmetto Bay? You know, yeah, this is what we've come to expect. So I don't know. It's doesn't really bode well for improved bicycle infrastructure around here. And is that a mosquito? I get it. Sometimes design considerations have to be made because of the terrain and obstacles. There is this big, beautiful tree right here. It has certainly been here probably before the first path was put. So they did have to split the path and go around it. This makes perfect sense. Okay, yes, my dictionary will be coming soon. And yeah, something that they had to do, and it's fine. It does get a little bit narrow, but you know, there wasn't a whole lot to work with. I can work with this and I'll give them a pass. This, however, they don't get a pass on. This here, through the gate, through the very scary narrows down there. The problem is, there is this lovely part by the road, which is where the rest of the path is, that they could have included in this path, but no, they make you head through this teeny weeny little gate and through the scary hollows back there. Now the biggest problem is, this gate is supposed to close with the park. This is Matheson Hammock. It's one part of Matheson Hammock, and I have seen this gate closed significantly before sunset, which means people have to ride or walk or run here right next to the road on, well, basically an unpaved dirt path. I have never, in the years that this has been the case, and actually it's been this way since I was a little kid, figured out why this is and why nobody has been able to fix this. You do have a choice. You can either head right down this rather nice, wide, paved path, and it is well paved and smooth through this area all the way to the entrance to the park, or head in there, the spooky hollows. Again, I've not been there in a long time because A, the path was rarely maintained. It was very, very poor condition. It's been years, I admit, but last time, yes, it was in very, very poor condition. And if you are unlucky to pass through there early in the day, you are likely to get a bunch of spider webs in your face, which is not very fun. So after having had that happen on more than one occasion, I stay clear of these spooky hollows. But even though this is a nice path, still has a problem. Through another narrow gate, it dumps you out onto the entrance road for the park. Yes, and there is, well, there's no siding, not even a bike ditch. No, that's not right to call it. A bike trough, a bike gutter. Yes, not even a bike gutter. Right, so there, within barely a frisbee throw of the palace, you have bike infrastructure that is dangerous, poorly maintained, and very poorly designed. Is there a fourth? Yes, there is a fourth one, and it might be even the biggest problem for a lot of people. And well, we'll just talk about that as we head over to the boat ramp because it is busy today. Busy day at the ramp. It was very, very nice earlier. Unfortunately, yeah, you see the clouds. Everybody parking over here, overflow big time. I expected a bit more action. It is mid-afternoon and the weather is rolling in. Maybe everyone is just, well, see, there's the weather that might be rolling in. I have not looked at the radar. Maybe it's not rolling in out on the water. Anyway, problem for a lot of people, and a very noticeable problem, is the bike infrastructure just doesn't go everywhere. And okay, fine, it doesn't have to go everywhere, but it doesn't go enough places. It would be a mission for me to ride the bike to Publix, right? And I'm okay riding the bike, okay? I have a very capable bike. I don't mind riding on the street or anything like that. But for, I don't know, families, mommy, grandma, that's just not a possibility, even in ideal conditions. So, you know, I'm not expecting, you know, grandmas to be putzing around. Well, actually, you know what? Why not? If they live close by, it's good exercise. It's great exercise, in fact. And they would be on a three-wheeler like a great grandma had. That was super, super fun. Yeah, why couldn't they do their grocery shopping on a three-wheeler? Anyway. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, more places. In fact, one of the things that frustrates me is, while there are bike stands at the metro rail stations, there's no good way to get to a metro station on a bike. There's no safe way. There's no safe way for a family to ride bikes to a metro station without either just running around on side streets or up Sunset Drive, and then there's crossing US 1, which, well, maybe that's not too bad, but I don't know. It's just not as user-friendly or approachable as it should be. Very easy problem to solve, but I don't know, it just eludes way too many people. And yes, it's a problem, big problem with government. So, well, there you go. They're dangerous, they're poorly maintained, they're poorly designed, and they don't go enough places. That's why people don't ride bikes more. And again, I'm just gonna say, this is a neighborhood where people can do that and would probably want to do that because, well, just we can afford to care about the environment. I'll put it to you that way. You know, I get to hop on my bougie, expensive electric bike and zip around, no problem. So we can't do that here, or if the bureaucrats can't do that here, what hope does anybody else have? Now, I think there's a food truck over by the fuel dock. I've seen something there, and I'm gonna go check that out right now because I still haven't eaten. Success. Failure. All right, Dockside Grill. It is where I thought it was. Well, no, it is not by the fuel dock. It is the other place that I thought it was. And, well, there's the menu. Well, they take cash, Zelle, and Cash App, and burgers, and a kid's burger, and chicken wings. But it is only, actually, it's not even 3 o'clock on a Saturday, mind you, and they're closed. Disappointing. We'll have to figure it out and come back. No, now what am I gonna do? I'm starving. And now I'm feeling raindrops. Oh boy. Time to, I guess, head back. Food mission a failure, but that's okay because we got to talk about, or start talking about, something very, very important. I do want to say, drivers, when you see cyclists or bike riders on the street trying to get by because we don't have anything else, just calm down, lay off, know the rules, 4 feet, pass when it's safe, and more importantly, gotta tell you, it is not the rider's fault. It is not the bicyclist's fault that we are in that position. It is the incompetent bureaucrats and the government agencies that are responsible for this infrastructure that are causing the problem. So, if you don't like bikes on the road, don't take it out on us. Call your city commissioner, your county commissioner, your state representative, whoever, all right? Call the road agency wherever you are and tell them how you feel. Please do that. Oh boy, oh boy. More rain, and I am even more hungry. So, despite the lack of infrastructure and the difficulty of riding around, yes, I am now going to hop on my fabulous Rad Mini and head home at a very brisk pace because I can do that, and it is another terrific, amazing, awesome reason why I am still very thankful for my problems.